This is your boy Track Lacer, Capital Drive hero, quarterback of the mill. Salute to all my Clark Atlanta Panthers out there. And the title of this video is Jay Z Solange Fight, the timeline. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because it's like a lot of stuff on the internet about it, but a lot of people don't really look at it from the perspective that Beyonce and Jay Z got 14 years of history. Like that's a long time. Like it don't really seem like they've been together that long, but they've been together 14 years, fam. And it's been a lot of ups and downs with that. And my personal thought is that everything came to a head because there's a certain other young lady involved that y'all know who's famous. And I think that this other young lady has kind of played a role in all the problems that they've had. You know what I'm saying? Almost the whole time, man. That you know that they've been making music and doing all that stuff. So let me just break the timeline down, y'all. Okay? It's gonna be 6 parts. Part one, if I can get real close. Y'all might not even be able to see that. I can't tell. But at any rate, that says September 2006. So what happened in September 2006? We look at MCs as like banging on wax, but really it don't matter if you sing or if you rap. Artists get stuff off their chest by going in the booth and laying it down. So in September 2006, Beyonce had a song called Ring the Alarm. Now the thing that was crazy about Ring the Alarm, this bag is get on my nerves. Shout out to Run DMC, rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. The thing about Ring the Alarm is that it kind of had a Caribbean vibe to it. And one of the lyrics that she said on there, Beyonce said, "I'll be damned if another chick is on your arm." All right. And then she said, "He's so arrogant and oh, she gonna love that ish. I know." That pretty much sounds like Jay Z. And she basically is just acknowledging the fact that, cockiness and swagger is what a lot of women is attracted to Jay Z about. I've heard a lot of females say that that's the reason that they like T.I. is because he confident, he got the swagger. And basically, this is coming at Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Ring the alarm, Caribbean influence. And she basically is telling Jay, listen, I know what's going on, but I'm going to check you instead of checking her, which you can commend her for. So that was 2006. Then we come to December 2006. Throw that one away. Then Beyonce came out with a song called Irreplaceable. Now, obviously, I probably don't get into the song as much as a lot of chicks do, but when I was thinking about this fight that was going on, it just kind of made me go back and just think about all these lyrics. And on Irreplaceable, Beyonce said, I could have another you by tomorrow. Now, you got to think about that because it's not a whole lot of Jay Z's out there, but she was being real specific because, man, I mean, come on. When the NBA All Star game was in LA, right, in 2004, she performed at halftime, right? Do y'all know that the players begged the coaches that we don't want to go over strategy at halftime? Can we stand in the tunnel and watch Beyonce? So what she's saying is that everybody want me anyway, even though you Jay-Z, how hard would it really be for me to find somebody else? So those were shots fired. Then I can't do these cars no more. I'm gonna just do it off my head. So after that, Jay Z finally responded. He came out with Lost Ones, off the Kingdom Come album. And on Lost Ones, he was basically saying, well, we can end the whole thing. If music is more important to you than I am, then you could just move around and I'll find somebody else. Your work is more important than me right now. Is basically what he said. So it wasn't like ether, like, he just didn't go in on it, but he kind of let it be known. This is how I feel. So then you move forward, and in 2007, in April, she had a song called Resentment. And on Resentment, she said some crazy stuff. Now, I got to pull out my card on this one because I couldn't remember all the stuff she said on Resentment. But, this is like a slow song. It's just guitars in the background. And Beyonce says, I knew she was attractive, but I was here first. Been riding with you 6 years. Why did I deserve to be treated this way? So when you take in the fact that that was made in '07, and I've been riding with you 6 years, that's 2001. So that's a long time that they was already into this relationship. You know, Still hadn't got married yet, but it's going down. So then that brings us to 2010. Now this is real interesting because in 2010 they had the Grammys, right? So at the Grammy Awards, Jay Z won the Grammy for Best Rap Singing Collaboration Song. And as y'all might remember, the song was called Run This Town with Kanye West. Now, what was real interesting, if y'all peeped it, is that when he won the award, he was telling Rihanna, come up, come up here on the stage. The camera panned to Rihanna, and Rihanna said no, like she wasn't trying to come on stage. And he kind of mean mug with his eyebrows, kind of like under his breath, like on the stage. And she kind of looked at Beyonce before she went up there. But to me, that's showing you that it's a little bit of tension. I think your wife know what's going on. I'm not trying to be flossing in front of her. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2010, and that finally brings us up to 2014, May 2014, and we have the fight. Now, obviously, Beyonce wasn't the one fighting, and obviously, we see them in the elevator. We don't have no audio, so we really don't know what was said. But if any of y'all have been to school, y'all have learned that nonverbal communication is like 90% of all communication. And the fact that Solange went Chung Lee, uh, Sonya Blade, I can't think of any more video game chicks, Laura Croft from Tomb Raider, she did all that in a little confined space in this elevator. She had a man that was 270 pounds trying to hold her back, and she probably go a buck 30. And the 275-pound cat had trouble holding her back. For her to go in like that, something had to be said, something had to be done. And the craziest thing is it's an old saying that says silence is consent. And Beyonce really wasn't trying to say nothing. Matter of fact, at one point when it seemed like that she was really trying to move over by Jay-Z to defend him, turns out this broad just looked down like, oh, he stepped on my dress. That's the only reason she even really moved around in the elevator, is because the bodyguard stepped on her dress, so she had to pull it up. But she wasn't tripping at all. She wasn't trying to stop the fight. She didn't have no commentary, nothing. So to me, what that really says is that it's probably some infidelity issues, and Solange basically feel like she ain't gonna say nothing to you, but I'm gonna say something to you, you know. And the fact that she was that passionate about it and Beyonce was so calm about it really just says that whatever's been going on with their issues has been going on a long time. But obviously, from the timeline I gave you just from the song lyrics, it's been going on since about 2006 or so. So this is about, that's 8 years, man. It's like 8 years in the making. Do I think that everything will eventually come out in terms of what was said and what really happened? I kind of got my doubts about that. You know, Juanita Jordan wasn't happy with Michael Jordan for a while, and you know that's how the rich and powerful do. They try to stick together. They try to make that money work. But I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen this time. But at least now you have a timeline, you know, so that you don't think that this just happened in May of 2014. This happened overnight. This is something that's been ongoing. But all I can say is that if you're gonna cheat on somebody, Beyonce is probably the wrong one. You're gonna cheat on somebody, you might want to cheat on somebody that everybody don't want already. You know, I'm from the mill, so we know this firsthand because Eric Benet cheated on a woman that everybody thought was the finest woman in the world, Halle Berry. Halle Berry loved this man so much she was going to Mayfair Mall by herself. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it in Milwaukee. But so that just goes to show you if you got the person that's listed number one, People Magazine, most beautiful people in the world, and you still cheat on her, I guess we'll cheat on anybody. But it's not like Beyonce gonna have to wait around too long if you ain't checking for it no more, or if you just that reckless in terms of what you're doing. But hey, this has been your boy Track Lacer, representing Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hope you enjoyed the timeline. Hope you enjoyed my Run DMC shirt, my Clark Atlanta bag, and I'm out of here.